Greetings everyone, my name is Adderville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In tonight's extra live stream, I'll be covering the level pack Man DMA Revision 2 by Tedley, aka Mega Man Ashes of Hope. Last year I covered Tedley's level pack, Dr. Tedley's Attack, so as requested I'm going to do Revision 2 of whatever DMA is. It consists of 8 regular stages and 5 quarter stages, so let us begin. I decided to roll the die, and I'll be beginning with this stage. Battery Man, Charge Town, 21 play score of 8. DMA stands for Dr. Max's Attack, which means that the name of this full level pack then becomes Mega Man Dr. Max's Attack. Got it? Oh, okay, I'm switching. Proto Man is just gonna break this, so let's do Mega Man. I'm gonna be evaluating the levels mostly as a group, and if I like them enough or find them memorable, individually. So as expected, we have a weapon selection set up at the start. No way to choose the number of E&M tanks we carry over. Yeah, Dr. Max is the villain of this level pack. And this is actually the first stage, the first level pack in the chronology of level packs that Tedley's made. So also in the chat are Tedley themselves and Pixel Boy. Welcome. If you want to discuss this or something else, feel free to do. Jaden's currently on the final week of their road trip. And tomorrow morning, I'm returning to Reality Break. You know, the top-down shooter, roguelite shooter, proc-gen ARPG. Apparently a new major update is coming out soon. So the canon reason is that Mega Man's E-Tank carrier broke. ETA is 5. When they said it broke, they meant that, well, the long-term storage, I believe. Oh shoot, I didn't really memorize this. Okay, it wasn't necessary yet. Luckily, I don't need to remember it. Timed it badly, I should have kept red. I find it interesting how, compared to Lekman, most fan games' uses of the Watchers are a lot easier than the original one in Lekman. Like, if you stand still on the ladder, they won't hit you. Whereas in the Lekman stage, even if you sat still on the ladder, they'll be able to hit you. Don't care, just going. Okay, keep the blue one up. Oh, that's bad. Oh, the checkpoint was right over here too, rat. That was so close. So, the length of these stages is more in line with the NES classics. A little bit on the lengthier side because it's about 3 minutes if you don't die. And, also he was closer to that design because most of the gimmicks didn't really get that much. Well, this was elaborated on, but it's hewing more to the basic side. Intermediate side, I'd say. And it's really just one set of gimmicks it mainly focuses on, or one gimmick, but it does merge into a few other things too. So, plug ball's ours. Seeing as there aren't any viewers, I'll just roll the die myself. The next person I'm going after is Motorman at the Skyway Highway, going to play a score of 8. Maybe we'll see Singe here. Sure, if you wanna share, Tedley. Looks like we're not gonna get that many people available tonight. Strange. And I thought we already had an influx of people thanks to, well, version 1.10 releasing yesterday. To be fair, it's understandable. Maker is over 8 years old now, and if uncovering levels made by not as well-known or well-established authors by this point, we're not gonna get as many viewers. Okay, I do like that slide section. When it said motorway, I didn't actually expect the train to be involved in such a manner. That's cool. Maybe we have the bouncy train later too, where it bounces on top of some springs. It's novel, yes, but I've seen this one done before and in more comprehensive ways. That it? Oh, okay. It felt like the stage kind of ended a halfway or 2/3 of the way in. I kind of wish there was 2 or 3 more sections, and the train was a bit more involved there. Jarshik. Okay, timeline is Dr. Max is attacked, then Dr. Max is attacked 2, then Kitten Squad, Max is attack 3, Dr. Tedley's attack, Destiny, and now Bastion's rat. I like the stage more, but it felt like it needed 2 or 3 more sections, especially with the train. That final section with the train was the most interesting part, but I understand now why it's called Skyway Highway. No Singe in sight, though. Speaking of funny bones, next up is Bane Man at the Bone Base. Ready to play score of 18. It had the build-up, but it wasn't really fully realized. This also grant me the rush jet. I know. Chronologically, this is the first one, and even though it's been revisioned twice, it's not going to be as advanced as something like some of the things we've seen in Dr. Tedley's Attack, I guess. That's one of the dangers of playing some of the earlier level packs from a designer who's already made several level packs. You do get to see the progression sometimes, but yeah. Sheesh, no one else is on. Hey, Manubi. I'm kind of surprised there's barely any viewers for the evening stream. Like, especially for Maker, you would think. Thank you for being here, Manubi. What's with all the cats here? Is Bane Man a friend if... Is Bane Man fond of cats? Seriously, that's it? That's the end of the stage? Barely even started. At least Chargetown had more progression to it, even if I wanted to see more elaboration. This one just feels like it's only half done. I mean, even compared to the NES classics, this is, short. It originated 1.7, so it's quite old. I get having revisions, but it was the revision number 2 was released in late last year. At least make it longer and elaborate on the mechanics more. This one didn't really even have a good even have an interesting climax of sorts, or marginally interesting. Oh well, at least it means I'll be able to get through this faster, I guess. Where did you come from? Next up is Vinegar Man at the Serbic facility. 24 plays, score of 10. I have noticed Manubi, but usually isn't this small. Yeah, I don't really care about the other weapon, I'll get it later. Yeah, next time I'll probably just skip ahead to play your latest level pack, because if this trend holds, well, I know I pretty much already determined what I'll be saying about this. Huh? Huh. Yeah, just stand still, that actually works better. What about this one? I'm forced to move for this one. Um, Same criticism as the last stage. That was the best part of the stage, sure, but, yeah. I understand the pack being geared more towards casual players, but I still wouldn't recommend it to them for a different reason, in the sense that the stages are short in the sense of that they're not really condensed. There's a difference between a stage being condensed into the most important parts versus it ending before it even fully establishes itself. This and the previous stage are more of the latter. Are pretty much the latter. Two gem man at the gemline mine. 55 plays. I guess casual or less experienced players, but even then, there's more interesting fare out there. Like, there are ways to produce interesting challenges while still making them easy-ish. Doesn't really feel like it. There are some interesting parts, sure, like in Chargetown and especially Skyway, but yeah, this is not really cutting it. The stage ends just at the most interesting part, where it really feels like, in most other Mega Man traditional stages, the part where this and the two other stages ended is where the midway point would be, where they introduce a new gimmick or something, or where they really start amping up everything. After completing all the introductions, where they start combining everything together. Here it marks the end of the stage, there, midway. But, let's keep going. If it happens again, I'm gonna stop repeating. And I'll only point out when it doesn't happen. You missed an opportunity to put something up here. Helicopter? Oh shoot. Insert what I said for the previous 3 stages. Or 2. As long as they don't jump, he's stuck there. Boss exploit. Viperman at the Skilly Castle. 47-16. That being the plays and scores. I'm surprised I got this many upvotes and plays, but as you know me, the Maker player base can be quite mysterious or unpredictable at the same time of what they upvote and downvote. Best looking stage. So it's like the rising section in Acerbic, I believe. AK Vinegar. But similar type of challenge, but with the water rising. So a bit easier. Random Hammer Joe. Guarding the fort. It's kind of hard to determine what is heavily revision and not, just from my perspective, as I never played the originals, and to insert my previous criticisms about the stage length. I'm gonna stop now and just be silent. I don't think I can add much to these regular stages right now, so I'll mute myself and turn up the game volume. The water is suddenly disappearing. I think that's a glitch added with version 1.10. Hopefully that's resolved, along with the quicksand bugs. Typhoon Man at the Typhoon Beach. 58 plays, score of 18. I can see why you say the original version was kind of a nightmare, and whoa, this is a bit... Quite a few things are happening on the screen. Luckily I can just skip most of that. Checkpointing is, yeah, it could be maybe a bit better. Also, a little bit of these sections could be a little bit, if you don't pay attention, it could be finicky. Especially with the light. Maybe if I went to the magma stage first, it'd be less of a problem. Again, I couldn't see fast enough, so I fell in the pit. That's one of the reasons why you have to be careful when using these blackout tile sets. Or things that get obscured. Like, unless I went into the alcove first, I'd fall in the pit. Okay, it could be because I died 2 or 3 times, but this stage, it hews a lot closer to the NES stage length, and honestly, of all the stages I've seen so far, I think it's the best one. It's the best designed one, although I'd rework some of the blackout sections. It could be elaborated more on that one too, especially with the platforms, but it's up there with Charge Town, maybe eclipsing it. This is the closest thing it actually has the appropriate length, although elaboration should be better, as well as the climax. What should I already gave you an answer last time. Try asking for advice from another viewer. Bonk. I mean, before I said explosion, I'll say, tell you what viewers, Minubi or Pixel Boy, what stage should Teddy make next? Oh no! Come on, jump! Haha! Lol. Come on. Nope, don't jump. Just dead. Minubi says Sky Stage, so I'll pick Sky Stage. Back to this level pack. Last of the RMs is Kiln Man at the Magma Valley. 70 plate, score 7. Yeah, of all the levels so far, Typhoon and Battery Man are the most notable ones, but it's like you said, it's the weakest level pack you have. But aesthetically though, aesthetically speaking, these are fine, sometimes decent. Oh, we'll see about that. I tend to be nicer to stages that actually elaborate on their mechanics more, even if they don't do the best job at that. Like, the next level pack from me I'm gonna play is either gonna be DMA Tree or, Bastion. Oh my goodness. Well, this... Yes, it does. Victory's mine! Checkpointing is surprisingly a lot better here. Okay, I'll wait. I have a level pack by I have one or two more level packs coming up. We'll see. DNA? Oh, DMA 2, well, I'll see. If it's too similar to this, then no. As you see, most people aren't as you see, barely anyone's watching the stream, and, if we're gonna have this few viewers, I'd rather take the night off, or cover an indie game instead. Like, I enjoy Mega Man Maker, but I don't want to get too makered out, as had happened several times already. Another one of the shorter levels, but it doesn't require as much lengthening as the other ones. But like, I enjoy playing Maker, but I don't want to play too much Maker to where I get burned out again. Let's see, how many people are watching? Just 4 on YouTube, and probably just 1 or 2 on Twitch. Hang on. That's not it. That's better. Without destroying that, this becomes noticeably tougher. When I say noticeably, I mean not really by much. If you space yourself away from the dog runs, it's fine. GG. Well, I defeated all the RMs. Let's see if the max stages are more fun for me. Again, I don't want to sound too harsh because everyone starts from somewhere. And I know Dr. Teddy's attack is better. At least I remember it being better. In any case, with the RMs down, it's time to enter the max stages, starting with the sewage system. And that's a little bit different. Usually for the stages, we begin with the on-ground approach, and the sewer system invasion begins with stage 2. In this case though, we directly start by breaking into the sewer system. Or infiltrating it. That was a weird screen transition. Yeah, there's no front door. Or just bypassing the front door directly. Rematches? Yeah. Bubble. Bubble. And meanwhile, on the opposite... What if... Oh. Okay. Sure. That is actual weakness, or is that a side weakness? I think it may be a side weakness. Let me go. Lol. Getting bubble man, first man getting bullied. What was the actual weakness? Charge shot? Taking the spiky route. One screen oh. Just a little bit faster, that's it. I picked the second pike and I was correct. Pipe, not pike. Or was electricity? Plug ball. Who's up first? Top dispenser. Excuse me. How do I get you? Thank you. Dreams. Pop Devil? I guess? It's a bit better than the regular stages, but, very marginally so. Emphasis on marginally. After infiltrating the sewer system, it's time to break into the Metal Keep. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Proto Man throughout this round is basically easy mode, what with the Proto Strike and Shield. I'm assuming we're gonna have 2 more rematches as well. Simple Russia section, I know these well. E. Only 2 stadiums really had E's. And I may have to use them soon. I mean, fair enough, you already have better level packs in Instruction. That'd be his own. The sun gets rid of the toxins. The fire burns away the toxins. Meanwhile, on the opposite front, Why is he weak to explosions, Battery Man? I thought the acid would corrode the circuits, but... I don't know. Mega Man logic. Props for having all or most of the enemies in the stage being metals. I lost track, so I'm gonna... No! Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think... Okay, minus the hot dog and Sola, every enemy in the stage has been... metal. Wow. They hit me while I was still charging it up. For context, a dive missile is meant to be an earth weapon called a gem missile. Okay, so earth beats electricity, I guess. That makes more sense. I guess. Did the gem stage originally have the ice cubes? I'm trying to remember. Splash Woman in this gene. That felt more like a mid-boss, to be honest. After busting through the keep, we're gonna be shutting down the Burner Bastion. 14-3. Stationary Scuba. Four arms down, 4 left to go. Okay. I remember this from Battery Man. Potentially the longest level in the pack. Well, we'll see about that. That was scary. When I say scary, I mean marginally frightening, terrifying. Pick your choice of words. Maybe it's not too late to change for the worse. I think you use enough spikes in your stages, Manubi. And besides, your stages aren't really easy either. Know your audience. That'll determine how many spikes you should be using in your stage. Know your target audience. 2 pink teleporters. Okay, this time I won't break the stage. This time I don't break the boss fight, but lol. Instead I break it in a different way, but that's his weakness, I suppose. Coming in for a hug? Sure. If you include the Pierce Barrier, or Pierce Protector, or Prickle Barrier, or Spike Guard, then yeah, you can include more spikes, or trickier spike platforming. Interesting how in this pack there isn't really that many shield piercing weapons. The closest things are the dive missile and the charge kick. When I say shield piercing, I mean piercing even stuff like the Solas when they're charging up. There is stuff that pierces through, for example, the Sniper Joe shields and the Meta helmets, but not stuff like that. Don't you love being able to despawn your problems away? Again, it's only been a day since 1.10 has been released, and that day was Friday. Give it about a week before the more interesting stages start popping up. Once people realize the full potential of those things. This is a rather compressed boss arena. For me, that is. Okay. That's actually an interesting setup because we have a longer tail of... Like, Fireman may be using the fireways pretty quickly, but due to the length of how long it takes to reach us, we can predict it we have enough time to react to it. Plus, of course, with the acid barrier. It's a neat fight, but it'd work better in a fan game where you could tweak the damage values and perhaps add a second phase. And even if Mega Man has less space to dodge, it's not necessary because it's not problematic because there's only 3 places where the attacks can come out of anyways. Longer stages, yes. Longest, arguably so. Best, certainly the most difficult. I don't know if it's best. I've done Cyberspace Station before, and I'll do it again now. The way you're handling rematches in this pack is just like how X1 does it. It's fine. I have no complaints. It's just a different take we've seen before. Okay, boss Mega Heater 5K. Nitro. Pop the tires? Yeah. What did I not use? This? Well, sort of, I guess. Uh-oh. When Skullman uses his barrier, look at the background. It's kind of discolored. Is that intended? Tedley, you may have set the teleport destination incorrectly. Let's try it again, shall we? Like, is it intended to see a faint background when he uses the skull barrier? Yeah, it just launches me up into the ceiling. 1.10 broke this. Whoops. Okay, download time. Well, this stage is now unwinnable unless you find a way to glitch back into the playable area. Okay, delete that. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Answer, Minubi, yes. Yes, it has. See, take for example some of the streams by Mega Marino. Okay, I didn't hold right hard enough. I have seen some levels make use of that fact, including ones that actually use that in combination with how if you use the acid barrier when there's wind pushing you forwards, you'll be stopped in midair, sure, but you'll also be suddenly pushed forwards. Like, it'll cancel out your gravity, it'll hold you in the air. Basically, it'll stop all vertical momentum and most horizontal momentum except the air itself. I can already see some Kaizo situations for that. Alright, let's pretend I didn't fall in that pit. Don't mind me in button mashing several buttons. 9. Shortest stage in the pack so far, or one of them actually. Although this has a more justifiable reason so because it's just the remainder of the rematches. Although, if it's really that short, my leg got caught. Alright, weakness time. Based on the level terrain, bug barrier? Bug ball? No. As easy as this makes this fight, that's not it. Okay. I was thinking based on the level terrain, the plug ball would be the natural thing, but guess not. This stage was a whole lot of nothing because you just had the first fall and then the rematches and then the little bit more of a stage in the boss fight. This could have been merged into 1, 2, and 3 and nothing much would be lost. Well, barely anything would be lost. So last but not least is Stage 5, the final climb. 19th place, score 7. Let's save the day. It only took an hour or so. You already know what I'm going to be saying about this level pack. I've been reiterating it in various manners. But wait a few minutes. I'm happy to get this done, but was it worth the time? Not really. Oh no, this is actually a barrier. And of all the music tracks to use, you have to use this one from 8. It's my least favorite track from 8 anyways. Every time I see a vertical segment in the game, I spy Deltarune Chapter 4. Meanwhile, at the top of Dr. Max's fortress, castle, space station, sewer system, the Dr. Max capsule. Before it was the Max Machine 1, that broke down a bit. Honestly, this could have been merged in with the previous stage and nothing... well... I keep repeating this point and I'll say it again. Just merge the stage with the previous one and you have a more meaningful level. Like, what's the point of segmenting this into the previous level? Phase 2? Okay, just Mega Buster to Mega Buster. Oh yeah, credits. Battery Man. Vinegar Man. Cerbic Man? Typhoon Man, that was. This was, the Lava Kiln Man. Motor Man? No, this is Motor Man. The previous one was Bone Man. This is Viper Man. GG. Now it's like the RM casting roll. Alright. You know, it took less than an hour and this is done. Unless there's some sort of epilogue stage. Let me check. Nope, that's it. Okay, here's my overall thoughts on Mega Man Dr. Max's attack. Difficulty-wise, this is geared towards beginners to intermediate players of Mega Man Classic. Upper beginner to lower intermediate because some of the challenges. But the overall difficulty and complexity in every stage is not that much. They tend to focus on mainly one gimmick, maybe two, and the rest of the ones are supporting it. Introductions are usually fine, but the elements are never really elaborated on that much, barring certain exceptions. The climaxes are very hit or miss. Really, my main problem with this pack is that, with the exception of maybe 2 of the Fortress levels, okay, 3 of the Fortress stages, Battery Man and Typhoon Man, I guess. the stages just are simply too short. There is an art to having condensed level designs so the levels don't take as long, and also having level lengths that are more comparable to the NES games. But the problem with most of these levels is that they end way too soon. They end at the halfway point of what most other traditional stages would have. And not in a good way, in the sense that, oh, it's condensed. No, it basically ends halfway, half of where the stage should have gone through. Like the ending climax for at least 6 of the RM levels was basically the what would be a good halfway point of the stage, where we start bringing together multiple stage elements together, like the central gimmick with the sub gimmick, and a bunch of the enemies together. And then we start iterating on it together in different ways. This stage ends with 6 of them. It ends with the first or second take on that. And yeah, it results in a rather underwhelming experience. The further stages do a little bit better job because they have more things to play around with, but they too kind of suffer from that. And 4 and 5 could be merged together and nothing much would be lost. 3 I think was the best further stage, but eh. Typhoon and Charged are a bit different because they elaborate more and are a bit more difficult, especially Typhoon. But some of the mechanical usages are eh, even at their best. I liked, for example, the final section. A very good example of this is Skyway Highway's climax, where you're racing on top of a train on the tracks, trying desperately to stay on. I'm exaggerating desperately, but you try your best to get on, stay on, you finish that section, and then boom, end of stage. That could have easily been elaborated on with 2 or 3 more sections, but it didn't happen. Such a shame, because as it stands right now, even for its target audience of upper, beginner to lower intermediate players, I can't recommend it. Did I enjoy my time? Kind of. But was it worth the almost hour's worth of gameplay? Not really. I honestly would have preferred spending this on my own time or just playing an indie game. Oh hey Toxin, I played your 2 example levels. They're great, especially Teeter Totter Terror. Wonderful job as always. They really should get you to make more of the example levels. You really understand what to do with those mechanics and gimmicks. In any case, thanks for watching everyone, and thank you for saying the level pack, Tedley. I will say this, Tedley does improve in the future, because chronologically, this is the first level pack they made. Dr. Tedley's attack, which I covered a few months ago, is better. And in the future, I'll probably cover Mega Man Destiny, or Dr. Max's attack tree, or Bastion next, but we'll see. Well, we'll see. In any case, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning for the return of Reality Break. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.